Hey guys, welcome back to playing Purple Match 2 Chapter 6. Khan welcomes you into his home and has some troubling secrets to share about arrows. I don't know what's gonna happen now. So toys on the ground? After finally kind of convincing him to cooperate with you, he brings you to his apartment in order to share what he knows about the SIREN project. I ask that you remove your shoes before entering, otherwise please make yourselves at home. It's very bohemian here, with lots of toys. Don't tell me you have a kid. I mean, it's a nice place though. Not to mention bright. Wasn't the sun going down when we got here? We placed the window with the sun left. There are numerous health benefits, and the beast looking out at a parking garage. Plus, it's good for the plants for all my little sprouts, really. Your what? The smallest roll of thundering steps from the barrel and charges towards Khan at top speed. Daddy! Oof, hey there, little sprout. What is that? It's a child salon. Surely you're aware of what humans look like in their larval form. She levels a glare at him as she tells her shoes off. I didn't know you were a parent, Khan. Yes, I've been given the great blessing and responsibility guiding this young life through its most tender years. Great! A grandmotherly babysitter falls after Hamza, says a few words to Khan, then leaves. The whole time, Hamza climbs over the couch, worn and making tiny claws with his hands. Hamza, come here for a second. Hamza stomps each foot loudly as he runs over and chomps his teeth near Khan's arm. What the heck? Hey, what'd I tell you about biting? That's your teeth up for biting broccoli, not people. Khan rubbles Hamza's hair before turning him to face you all. Hamza, these are my new friends, Coda, Damien, Sloan, and Hayden. They're going to be staying with us for a bit to talk about science things, okay? Hamza looks up at his dad, then makes his claws into hands again and roars at all of you. Roar! Oh yeah? Well, aren't you adorable? If you're a dinosaur, roar your feathers. Roar back. Red! That's cute. Hamza headbutts your hip and scrabbles his claw hands at you. Oh no, the mighty T-Rex has seen through my disguise help before it overpowers me in defense of his territory. Alright, you. Khan scoops up his tiny T-Rex and peppers the boy's face with loud sloppy kisses. Ew, that's gross. He giggles and squirms until his dad sits him back on the floor. Go play in your room for a bit while I talk to my new friends, okay? Yay! Oh, Hamza's cute! Hamza runs off and Khan focuses his attention on all of you. You a good daddy. Alright, you're going to want to sit down for this. It's time to tell you about the sirens. Dun dun dun. Perfect match too. Do 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 do. Chapter 6, The Sirens. You all sit down in the living room as Khan lights the incense stick. A fragrant smoke fills the room. Damien stifles a cough. Sandalwood incense with notes of patchouli. It calms my nerves. You were going to tell us about the sirens? You have to understand, when I first started working for Eros, they weren't bad. I mean, they were still a corporation, but we built realistic AIs to improve people's lives. The projects we worked on were used in classrooms, hospitals, hotels. It wasn't like how it is now. Mr. Mozivi, sir, here's the latest error report on the receptionist program. Great, thanks. Tell your team over on personality detailing that they're doing a truly spectacular job. Did you need something else? Pick a job off the floor, Miss Washington. I just sent you an email and I need an answer before my call to the hospital directors. Eek, yes, ma'am, right away. Hospital directors? We're trying to sell them on using the new reception AI in their buildings. Stellar, it wouldn't take much to build a module for medical and insurance terminology. That's good to hear, Miss Avi, because I want you to direct the project. I'm sorry? We're promoting you. When this goes through, we'll be creating a new specialized department, and I want you at the helm. Everything went so good. Eros quickly recognized Const's talent. He was promoted at least 3 times in my first year there. We weren't even in the same department. I was surprised you paid that much attention. It's not weird. It's a perfectly normal level of attention to pay a superior whose work you admire. Oh yeah, totally normal for someone who has a career. Anyway, the point is Comp was promoted faster than the rest of us, a lot faster. I'm right, soon I was high enough in the company to have access to high-level goals and plans. They gave me free reign over so many projects. I saw so many of my ideas come to life. It was the dream job. But I also spent more and more time working with Ron West, the CEO of Arrows. Ron West, yeah, we met. I wouldn't say Cecile's worse. That stuff about him being the father of the match is disturbing. He wants to keep us under his protection forever. A father's job is to guide his children, help them find their place in the world, not lock them away. If he loves something, set it free. Exactly. Anyway, Ron was obsessed with expanding the match's capabilities, not only to evolve to love, but to destroy. Con steebles his fingers and placed them under his chin, his expression dark as he remembers. What are your suggestions, Ron? I thought you were opposed to weaponizing the matches. Weaponizing the matches. You have us create life only to blow up in the battlefield. Cecile. Your vision is always so limited. So what does he propose then? Do you know the old myths of the sirens? You mean like mermaids? Beautiful, enchanting creatures who can manipulate mankind to doing things they never would otherwise. That's a unique interpretation. I thought their song drove men mad, caused sailors to crash their ships into the rocks and drown to follow the voices. Exactly. Instead of creating the perfect romantic companion, we could create the perfect agent, someone who could quickly gain the trust and affection of the mark, and influence them, eliminate opposition when necessary. What? No, you can't do that. The Magics can't do that. He's right. Unfortunately, in their current state, our Magics can barely hold a conversation while giving away their machine. Yes, but once their flaws are dealt with, then we could create the perfect sirens. Operation Siren. In the wrong hands, the Magics could be used as weapons. I can imagine there's countless military applications. Hell, Hayden would make a better Interpol agent than half of the people I work with. Really? You think so? Have you seen the way you fight? If you had a little more training, yeah, I could make a great agent out of you. The Sirens will be able to learn new skills in a matter of minutes, transmit recorded data live from anywhere, and they're strong enough to kill. Not to mention they'll be fully under Rowan's control. Rowan can use the Sirens to make tons of money, gain more power, silence all who stand against him. I mean, why not all three? You could pretty much do all three. I feel like the second and the third one, though. But he's all about the power, isn't he? Eros is powerful enough as it is. Well, and imagine what they'd be like if they used the sirens. I did everything I could to keep the project from moving forward. I opposed it every step of the way. The tension could be felt all over the office. Even if we didn't know why, we knew the higher us were furious with each other. I can't imagine Rowan will allow that for very long. You're right, none of my efforts matter. Once Rowan has his mind set on something, it's impossible to steer him away. Looking back on, Arrow's time but the same without our chief technical officer. I hope paternity leave treated you well. Cecile, this is certainly a surprise. What are you doing in my lab? Why am I not allowed to say hello on your big day back? Wait, what's all this? When I left, my team was working on the memory enhancement project. This isn't... They've been reassigned. You should be proud. Ron's giving your department something much bigger to work on. The SIREN project. You snake, you went behind my back. Not my fault you let yourself get distracted. Distracted? My son was just bored. Seriously. I wish you both all the happiness in the world. Now get back to work. Dang, so cold. Paternity leave. Hamza's got to be, what, 5? That means they started work on this 5 years ago. But we didn't program the matches to be aggressive or violent. I can't imagine them hurting someone intentionally. Their intention doesn't matter. With the right command, Seal could force them to do whatever she wants. Hang on, I thought matches couldn't hurt humans, not seriously anyway. Yeah, that's right, they have a safety function like a gun. There's no way to remove it while destroying the entire system. So then the sirens aren't fully capable of everything Eros wants them to do. It's impossible. Khan doesn't respond, staring at the tabletop in front of him. It was you, Khan. You wrote the code and created the sirens. You invented the safety function. Am I right? Yes, it was me. Hey! Let me be sure I'm following this. To stop Eros from making up forces to abduct the daily sirens, you added some new code to their system? It's more than that. He basically rewrote the very core of the match framework to include the safety function. It had to be so deeply interwoven into the code that the matches could no longer work without it. But they were functioning fine before, right? Why did you have to rewrite the framework? 5 years ago, the matches were very different than they are now. The personalities and reactions were very simplistic with no realism. But your last project changed everything. It was such a huge leap forward. Khan nods gravely, his voice quieting. By the time I realized what Eros was planning, our revolutionary update was near completion. It wasn't difficult to weed the safety in as well. Warren was so pleased with our huge leap forward, he didn't realize what else I changed. I put in my 2 weeks right after. I can't imagine how Warren reacted when he found out you ruined their plans. It wasn't pretty. That man could use a healthy dose of maybe self-care. Agreed, by maybe self-care you mean jail time. I thought I solved the science problem. I destroyed the chances I used my matches that way and I could live in peace. But once I left, Roy made my life hell. He used his influence and made it clear that hiring me was a death sentence for anyone's company. He threatened my family, threatened Hamza. I went to hide and took jobs under aliases, kept moving. You did the right thing. Keeping your family safe is always your #1 priority. I can respect that. Yeah, but I wish we could have worked together at Eros longer. Maybe we could have prevented things from going this far. You did the right thing, Salone. No work project is worth Hamza's life. I think protecting your family was the right choice. You should have fought for what you believed in. I mean, honestly, they always say put your family first over your job. Like, put your family, your relationship, your whatever over your job. So, but it also goes hand in hand with fighting for what you believe in. Like, it is important to fight for what you believe in. So I wish we had a third option that said it's important to fight what you believe in, but it's also important to keep your family safe. So, but I don't wanna like get them angry and be like, no, you should have fought for what you believe in, than keeping your family safe, because that's not like a good thing to say, honestly. So I'm gonna say protecting your family was the right choice. Thank you. It's natural to have regrets, but if I had the chance again, I would always choose Hamza. Exactly. When I think of what they might have done to him, I just kind of takes a deep breath, closing his eyes and centering himself. I haven't talked to anyone about this in a long time. I think I need a break just to gather my thoughts. Help yourself to whatever's in the fridge. I just need a minute. Oop, ooh. Stands up and goes to Hamza's room. The 4 of you drift into the kitchen, pour yourselves drinks. Khan was such a powerhouse at Eros. I never knew he was struggling with these things on the surface. Sometimes it's easier to fake a smile than confront a terrifying truth. True. Even within yourself. Hey, it almost sounds like the heck, 911 SOS. Your phone buzzes loud against the counter. You pick it up and see a notification. What's up? I can see you read my message. Are you okay? Answer me. OMG, calm down. We are fine. We found Khan and we're at his house. I can see the address if that will make you feel better. Yes, it would. Don't you dare do that to me ever again. Where was Nadia? I forgot. Looking for your phone, Khan is settling back into a chair in the living room, and the 4 of you moved to join him. I thought my conscience was clear. I had prevented Eros from moving forward at the signs. I had done all I could. But their hunt for me is relentless. I should have known they wouldn't let the SIREN project go. It's disheartening. I know how you feel. I never thought I'd see them use the matches like this. But that's why we can't just stand by and let them do this. We can't. This dramatic music, though. I love it. Sloan. Responsible for them. We made them empathetic, open, curious, eager to form connections. We made them vulnerable. We made them alive. Else isn't just building killer robots. They're taking a brand new life form and teaching them how to do harm and manipulate. Ooh. She chokes up, suddenly crying in the middle of her fury. Aiden leans over and rubs her back. I hear what you're saying, Salon. I do feel responsible. It's why I built the safety into the system to begin with. I want to do what I can to help you, but I spent so long just trying to keep my family safe. I don't know if I could get involved, not when it means Helms I could get hurt. Worry, we got your back. Con, Eros is coming for you anyway. You have a moral responsibility to do something. A life on the run is no good for. That is true. He's going to start school soon. It's going to be harder to uproot him and move him from place to place. Con has his head rubbing the heels of his hands into his eyes. I knew we couldn't keep running forever. I just thought we could hold out a little longer. Help us stop arrows, Khan. Plan to answer this, and you and Hansa won't have to hide forever. The Magis need you, Khan. You're the only one who can help us. Please, Khan, come help us. Take down arrows. You know you want to. Khan looks at Hayden for a long, steady moment. He takes a breath, knees his temple a moment, then finally nods. Okay, yes, I'll do it. Woo! You will? Really? Khan laughs and passes a shaky hand over his spine. We need to think of a plan. This isn't a done deal or anything. Plans. We're good at plans. By that, he means I'm good at plans. I've been thinking of how to improve the safety function too. See if we... Bruh. Oh my god, was that your stomach? Sloan falls over and buries her head under her throat pillow. Don't look at me! If it wasn't you, it would have been me. That fruit bar at the party didn't cut it. Right, first step into plant food. Any of you ever had a mission burrito? Oh, I had best comfort food ever. But there's a place nearby if we're unanimous. This crew would never say no to burritos. We have a lot to do. What do you think about staying tonight? We won't have to waste time taking people home. Sleepover! We don't want to oppose. Not oppose if I invite you. Then sure, sounds good to us. And we don't have to pay for it. Wait, so second step in the plan, I have to borrow sheets and blankets from our neighbor. How do you feel about watching Hamza when the time comes? I'm sure we'll manage. Coulda, want to walk with me to grab food? Sloan was a kid and those things are huge. I could use an extra hand. Oh, I want to. Are you sure it's safe? I think it's been long enough the arrows have stopped looking. The burrito place is a hole in the wall anyway. No one will be around this late. I mean, we could just stay here and scrounge. I got some locally sourced microgreens, homebrew kombucha, organic almond butter. It's your chance to learn a little bit more about Khan and later have the opportunity to babysit Hamza with someone of your choice. Oh, I want to do it though. Oh well. I think I'm good just staying here. But giant burritos. Don't worry, I'm sure I could find something just as good here. I think I have enough ingredients for organic kale smoothies all around. Turmeric or cayenne toppings, speaking now forever hold you. How come someone else couldn't go with him? Why does it always have to be me? Yay. After dinner, everyone changes clothes to get ready for bed. Alright, that should be enough to transfer the living room into OtomeOsaka for the night. Let's build a pillow fort. Then where will we sleep, bud? In the pillow fort, duh. Knock knock. Did I forget something? He opens the door to a familiar face. Nadia, we brought Steve's famous homemade lemon bars. They're a no big version. Our hotel microwave wasn't cutting it. See listed before cover play as proof and context from early builder. And you are... I'm sorry, this is my cousin Nadia. I texted her your address to ease her mind, but I didn't think she'd invite herself over. Nadia floaters her lash instantly at you. You say you're staying the night, right? The least we could do is bring some home-baked desserts. I'm sure checking up on us had nothing to do with it. Hope you enjoyed those lemon bars. I'm the baker, Steve. It's also a match. Kinda looks him over with sudden, intense interest. Hi there? Have you also started to move past your programming? That's kind of a rude question, isn't it? Asking someone you just met about their program. Right. Like, go on the first date with someone. So, how's your programming? Sorry, Nadia. He basically invented the matches, and he's excited to meet them. Nadia eyes kind of warily. Well, you have your lemon bars. We're leaving now. Bye! She pauses and flushes Steve out the door and quickly shuts it behind him. Goodbye, I guess. By the time you ain't out the lemon bars to 5 of you, have sketched out a plan. Can we go over one more time so I can write it down? You're taking notes in our schemes? Yes, it's important that we all be on the same page. I see what you did there. Huh, did where? Anyway, rehashing is a good idea, so first we redo the code stuff, right? Kinda we'll work on a new version of the safety mechanism. One that's stronger and harder for arrows to break. Then we'll put the update to the push the update to the matches. I hope to completely replace the code, so the headway arrows has made or removing the safety will be worthless. But making the update go out has to be done on a fancy arrows machine, right? So we break into Arrow's facility here in San Francisco, upload the code, press the magic button, and that's it? You make it sound so easy. Oh, come on, Sloan. Breaking and entering should be second nature by now. The offices should have less security than other facilities, since this is where they train new hires, but still not going to be simple. Hamza toddles over. Daddy! There's a little sprout. Hamza half climbs into his desk, like rubbing his face into Khan's side and whining. Sleepy! Khan scoots the boy up in his arms. I think the rest will have to wait until morning. Sleep well, everyone. If you need guided sleep meditation podcast, I got you covered. He carries Hamza already dozing his arms out of the room. Spare couch cushions and the mattress have been prepared on the floor in the living room, and the remaining furniture wrapped in bedsheets. Alright, time to decide who gets the couch and who gets the floor. You know, the floor has plenty of cushions, plus it's the biggest space optimal for cuddling. So then the question is, who gets to cuddle you in the middle? Ooh. Ooh. Well, you know, I'm gonna go with my bae. I'm going to cuddle myself. I'm gonna cuddle my bae. Are you sure? Wouldn't you be more comfy on the couch? You yank him down to the floor and nuzzle your face into his chest. I am most comfiest here, thank you. Does this kind of feel like a sleepover to anyone else? I think I'm having flashbacks to middle school. If anyone suggests we paint each other's nails, I'm out. It's not a real sleepover without truth. They're getting hyped up on sugar and pulling an all-nighter. F you. Yeah, let's go with truth or dare. Why not? Oh, sure, it's a little truth or dare. Dare? I dare you to go to sleep. Good night. It was for a moment you yanked the blanket off of me. Hey, you deserve that. Damien grumbles, wrestling the blankets back over himself. Damien, why do you hate fun? We just have very different definitions of fun. So your fun is drinking, right? Honestly, sleepovers were usually miserable for me. My sisters had so many of them growing up, and I always had to hide in my room and suffer. Plus, they were always calling up the crushes just to hang up on them. They hold the landline and no one else can make a call. I had landlines. I remember the dark ages. We don't even need to make a call. Connor's just the other room. We could just go tell him that Salon has a huge career. Don't you dare! The group quiets down, everyone lost in their own thoughts. The only sound is the occasional yawn. You know, I've never been to a sleepover. Did I forget to clue one of your memories? I thought there was. No, I mean, literally. A real sleepover. Real memories. I don't have any fun high school antecedents or childhood stories. Hayden. Sorry to bring everyone down. I don't need to apologize for telling the truth. He snuggled close to Damien, savoring the warmth of your tangled limbs. We really should have to sleep. Speaking of sleep, who's gonna get up and turn off the lights? I'm so comfortable I don't want to move. Clap on, clap off. Our house should come with those clap on, clap off. Exactly. Well, you really are 100 years old. Did Khan not introduce you to his home assistant? Google? Was that the woman who babysat Hamza earlier? Nope, it's not a person. He programmed this, so watch. Hey, Savvy, turn off the lights. Okay, lights for this room are off. Alright, technology has officially gone far. I thought I was proof enough of that. I know I said that when we first met, but I was wrong. You're a good person, Hayden. You've proven that time and time again. Well, I can see the lights coming in. Oh, damn it. I was just joking around, but thank you. Oh, look at my boys getting along. I'm about to cry. Still don't trust his savvy thing, though. You hear the door to Khan's bedroom creak open. Sorry to kill the virus, but can you practice using your ASMR voices? You're gonna wake up Hansa. Sorry. Yeah, we're not used to having kids around. We'll be quiet. Thanks, no worries, but if he wakes up, he's your problem. He shuts his door again, and a round of quiet, nervous laughter runs around the room. My parents scolding us for being too loud. This is definitely a sleepover. After a round of whisper goodnights to each other, you all drift off to sleep. Sleepover! I miss having sleepovers. In the middle of the night, you wake up to find Damien snoring quietly in your arms. Aw, cutie. I wish I could always wake up to this. You nudge your face against Damien's shoulder and drift back to sleep. It's a new day. Next morning, you and Sloan grab coffee and breakfast for the team before a long day of coding. She doesn't stop gushing about Constance since she woke up. And this morning, he was checking out Hayden's specs, and he was so impressed. He wasn't just saying so. I know, because I asked him. She takes an enormous breath and then opens her mouth to continue. Sloan, stop. Breathe. I am breathing. I'm fine. You're fine. Track stag. Your hero's impressed with you. You should be proud of your mates. Trust me, I know how fine. Shut up. Coda, it's not like that. No, you mean you haven't been starstruck since the party? I'm not one of his fangirls, nor do I have a crush on him. I didn't say you did. Sloan's momentary stunned speeches, then turns her back on you to study the display of pastries. You know, my mama used to tease me about Khan, too. About your hero worship of... About my very professional admiration of Khan. I'm sure she'd be happy to know that he's totally in awe of your tech powers. Sloan does respond, picking at the paper sleeve on her coffee cup. I wish I could talk to her, not just about Khan, but everything. Meeting you, seeing what else is done with my work. I haven't really spoken to her since we left New York. I've seen her a few texts claiming to be busy, but why don't you call her? Cause people have shut ass. I can't tell my mother that. Not that part of what's going on, but the rest of it. Nothing you mentioned wanted to say sounds unreasonable. You can always be honest. Like, there are some things you can't share. I'm sure you had to be confidential in your work before. You're right, and I thought of it that way. I think I'll call her when we get back to Khan's place. If you want to really blow her mind, tell her you're sleeping over at his house. Boom, bam. Absolutely not. She would tease me even worse than you do. The two of you join the others back in Khan's apartment. Alright, everybody, breakfast is served. Ooh. Bagels and scones and pastries. Oh my! Let's dig in. It's way too early for you to be this peppy. He pushed his coffee order into his hands and ruffled his hair. More coffee? Let's grumpy. Kinda hating our deep conversation, barely glancing up when you enter. This is remarkable. I never imagined matches could be be capable of so much life. And wonderful, aren't they? Sometimes I feel like I've learned so much about my own humanity just from knowing Hayden. You never told me that, Salome. What's true, I'll be a very different person if I never met you. When I left, we were still trying to make their speech patterns sound natural and human. Wait, can you sing? Of course he can sing. You should hear him play the guitar, too. All that and it even makes sense. Slow Mrs. Hayden's stony expression, focusing instead on Khan's open laptop and the code he's working on. Is this the new safety mechanism you're working on? Yeah, it's turning out to be more difficult than I thought, especially with how advanced the new math software has become. She concentrates on the skin as she scrolls through it, her tongue picking out the corner of her mouth as she concentrates. Now, why are you struggling? You got leaky abstractions. Wait, where? The two chatter angrily about the project, the barrage of tech jargon going completely over your head. I can't understand a word they're saying. It's giving me a headache. I need fresh air. Time to take a walk. Right behind you. You and Damien wander Clarion Alley, famous for street art. There are replications of movie scenes, giant sea creatures, and even a rainbow map of the city. Damien pauses beneath a painting of an enormous, angry face on the side of the building. Check this one out. I almost can't look at it for too long or it starts to creep me out. You have no idea how happy I am to hear you say that. You're happy I think this art is scary? I'm happy because of you. Fell back against the wall, yanking on Damien's shirt to pull him with you. Ooh. Hey, watch it. He catches himself from the wall, arms leaning on either side of yours, his face delightfully close to yours. Oh, I see what you're doing. Because I was so subtle about it. Damien laughs slow in his chest and he kisses you slow and deep. Are you satisfied now? Immensely. Damien steps away from the wall, shaking his head at you. Stroll down the sidewalk, taking in the art and enjoying normal city life. I always wanted to visit San Francisco. My older sister Hope came here years ago during her college summer break and sent me dozens of pictures. Most of the photos were of street art museums, festivals. I can imagine her taking selfies in front of these murals. She was an artist. Was an artist? Yeah, her doesn't pay rent, unfortunately. Last I heard, she and her wife owned a burger franchise down in San Diego. Back in New York, you never talked about your family beyond a few casual mentions, but recently you brought them up a lot. So stop me if this is out of line, but did you not want me to know about them? Are you not on speaking terms? Are you not? Yes and no, we didn't have a falling out or anything. I just couldn't face it after everything that happened in Baton. Yeah, I can understand that. Being allowed to buy arrows left me with a lot of time to think. Hell, there was nothing to do but think. And it really puts things into perspective. When you're all alone, losing hope of being rescued, you think about the things that truly matter. Reach for Damien's hand and give it a comforting squeeze. Does this mean you want to try and repair the relationship? Yes, definitely, but how? I can't just call him out of the blue. Hi, remember me? The guy who hasn't called in 4 years? What's up? You could do exactly that. I'm sure they want to hear from you just as badly. Damien scowls at the sidewalk, shaking his head. Baby steps. For now, I'm working on being okay with thinking of them again, and forgiving myself for staying away so long. When it helped to talk about them, I realized I don't really know a ton about them, except you seem to have a near infinite amount of sisters. It feels like that sometimes, but there's only 4. Hope is the oldest. The rest are younger than me. Isabella, Karina, and of course, Lucilla. The only boy in the family of 4 sisters? Wow. Tell me, did your sisters pick on you? How did your mom survive? Did you wish you had a brother? Say that. Trust me, I would never wish for more siblings. It was hard enough sharing a bathroom between 6 people. Plus, little girls on all princesses and tea parties, they play rough and can be absolutely vicious. Yeah, I grew up with Nadia. You don't have to tell me twice. They liked to plot elaborate battles with their dolls that took up the whole living room. Glittering princess gowns, sparkling ponies, and swords stolen from my pirate set. It was a fearsome army to behold. I can imagine. Damien puts the arm around you, nuzzling to your shoulder as you walk. I should head back, but thanks for listening to me. It means a lot knowing I could always be open with you. Anytime, Damien. Anytime. Want my boo? You and Damien return to Khan's apartment and see Hamza sitting quietly in the corner of the room, his lap full of silk, flowers, and ribbons. Good morning, Hamza. Hi. What you doing, buddy? Making a flower hat? Hamza's so clumsy fingers working the strings of flowers together into a garland. He stand by Khan, keep your voice low. Khan, who is this child, and what did you do with the little T-Rex for last night? Haha, this is how he is most of the time. He only goes full dinosaur when his babysitter lets him have too much sugar. He really is like a whole different person. I'm glad you get to see his gentle side. He's a creative boy and he loves making things. Aw, Hamza has a sense of this side. So cute. Wonder who he gets that from. Daddy, look what I made. Hamza gets up and dashes across the floor excitedly, the long string of flowers streaming out behind him. And clip his hips on the end table, knocking over a box and face planted into the carpet. Ouch! You alright, Sprout? Daddy, my elbow. He bursts his face to Khan's side as his dad inspects the rug burn on his elbow. It's not bleeding, you can move it fine, so it's just gonna hurt for a bit, okay? But it will fade, I promise. What the heck? The box Hamza knocked over scoots along the floor, shaking ominously and emitting a small rumbling noise. Guys, that box is moving. And growling? I know you woke it up. Everybody stay back, it could be dangerous. Like a bomb? Peace, everyone, it's not a bomb. Khan rushes the box into his arms, bringing it down and holds it face down to the table, where it rumbles and shakes against his hand. Is it a robot? Everyone, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Is it a robot? Is it savvy? He lifts the box to reveal. What is it? It's the cutest little thing ever! goodness. Or should I say, ooh. Ooh. Oh my god. It's so cute. Are you an alien? Woo. This is ooh. This is UWU, but we pronounce it ooh. Yo, PB, why you gotta do it? Like, if any of you guys know social media, especially Tumblr, you will know that ooh woo is like, I don't know even how to explain it, but it's like some kind of troll thing. Like, I don't know, just ridiculous people just say it ridiculously. It stands for User Wellness Upkeep Bot. Honestly, the acronym is a stretch. We just want to name him after the sounds he always makes. Woo, 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 woo. Those stars, though. A glitter of stars bursts across Uwu's face, screen, as he flaps his arms. Uwu is something I've been working on for another job. He's a companion bot for the elderly, children in hospitals, or patients who are bedridden. Does he do anything? Woo, 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 woo. Besides that, Uwu can monitor vital signs, alert caretakers of medical emergencies, facilitate social development, and remind patients to take medication. Sounds pretty handy. This one is just a prototype. He's meant to show off the social features, but the program is raw and he's a little quirky. Woo! I didn't want Hamza to see him. I was going to give him one of the final products with the full features as a surprise, but well. Wait, I get one? Yeah, Sprout, probably for Christmas. Hamza does a frantic dance, wiggling his arms all around, and Ooh watches him spellbound. Woo! So what are you gonna do with this one then? It's kinda useless. I was probably gonna break him down to spare parts. No! What? That's terrible. Woo! Or no, or I won't do that at all. My bad. Surely even without the final features, he makes a good toy. You could donate him to a kid's organization somewhere. Yeah, I could do that unless you want him, and we're gonna have to pay for it. I want Uwu. Sucks. You really should call up a school or daycare center and see if they want to keep him. Yeah, good idea. Alright, Uwu, back in the box. Let's put you back to sleep. Woo woo. Kyle scoots the fuzzball back into the box and steps away from the group to work on him. And I'm gonna go make a call. I'll be right outside, okay? Wait, that's what I was about to say. I need to call my mom. Damien slowly turns and narrows his eyes at you. Are you on some sort of mission here, Coda? Get everyone to call their mothers? Yes, Damien, you caught me red-handed. This is all part of my evil plan to make sure you're both happy and well-loved. You're a monster. So devious, someone should stop you before you build a giant death ray. They both laugh at you and step away to private place to make their calls. You drift over to where Hayden is in the kitchen, staring at Hamza with a sad expression. Hey, how are you doing? I'm fine. The two of you watch Hamza play with the silk flowers, weaving the ribbon like a snake through the petals. I never had that. I can't ever have that. What, a kid? Is that what's bothering you? That's part of it, but I didn't have a childhood. You all have families, experiences of growing up, and I don't have anything like that. Every memory I have of being young, having a mother, going to school, sleepovers with friends, it's all fake. None of those people exist. I know, it must be hard knowing it wasn't real. I made my peace with the fact that they don't exist, but I have no past, no family, no parents, nothing. Hayden, your experiences now are what matter. You can have a family of your own someday. Be grateful you skipped the awkward teen. No, the awkward teen phase is the best part. I'll say that though. You might not have a past, but you have a future. You could create new experiences every day. Yeah, that's easy for you to say. You have a childhood, a family. You don't know how this feels. Hayden shoots to his feet, slamming his hand on the counter, knocking a few knickknacks over with a crash. Hayden! You can't understand, Coda. We're not even the same species. Doors open throughout the apartment. Everyone returns to the living room, drawn by the shouting and the noise. Or drawn. Hamza dashed to his dad, hiding behind his legs. All day long, Khan's been looking at me like my fancy new toy he can't wait to tear apart and find out how it works. Hayden, I never meant. Hayden, you need to calm down. And Sloan can't wait to show me off like some kind of science fair project to impress her teacher. I don't see you like... None of you can know what it's like. You can't even begin to imagine what it's like being me. I miss having someone around who actually understands. Steve's so wrapped up in his own thing. I miss Damon. I reach for Hayden's hand, trying to comfort him, but he brushes you off. I can't do this anymore. I'm sorry. Hamza flinches back as Hayden storms across the room, yanks the door open, and slams it behind him. Hayden? Damn, he finally broke down. I don't blame him, though. I really don't blame him. Oh, I wish I could have kept... Oh, whoa, it was so cute. So anyways, I'll see you guys next time for next chapter of Perfect Master. See you then, bye-bye.